What's up, guys? We're back playing some Fishingplanet. Figured might try and catch some bass and stuff. Oh, what's up, Daniel? Thank you for joining in. Yeah, we're gonna play Fishingplanet for a little bit. My girlfriend's out there asleep, so I figured I'd just let her sleep for a bit. Meantime, I'll play some Fishingplanet. Okay, I'm not gonna take your spot, dude. Go fish the corner. There we go. How's it going, everyone? Thank you for joining. See if we can get some fish. Here, let's sink to the bottom, but as it sinks, I like to jig it in a little bit. Okay. Drop the speed, tension. Just jerk it a little bit. I should probably be casting downstream or upstream. Normally I fish on Lone Star for bass. That's my main go-to map. But I decided to change it up and go with muddy water. So this is my spinner setup. I'll show you when I get it reeled in. So you got the spinner set up. I'm running the Element 6.7 with the Calistox XSR 1000 reel, running 7-pound mono and casting spoon 1/6 ounce, number 2. Normally on like Lone Star, you can slay bass with the silver spoon. But since we're running on muddy water, I'm going to switch to this. Go to... Sorry, it's been a little bit. Switch some pet food. I use the bobber setup. Cast it upstream and let it drift down. Give me some time, because by the time it's sitting right there, it's going to be drifting down. I should have checked my leader depth. I'm thinking I'm running like a 40-inch leader. Because I was fishing for smallmouth buffalo and mad-eye buffalo. It should be like 40 inches in depth, but I might have to change it up for this map. We'll see though, we got some fish right there, so hopefully we'll get a bite. Like right now I'm running the pet food, and maybe I should be running like dough balls or something. Reel in a little bit, let it sit. blacktail shiners, so you guys are probably running worms. So I guess we'll throw on some red worms. Alright. Cast upstream. Do like right on that side of the log. Hopefully it doesn't get snagged up. That was some Bill Dance moves. Sorry, I haven't played Fishingplanet in a little bit. Been getting into more like Apex and Grand Theft Auto. But should get one. We're running red worms. And I'll show you this bowl setup if we get one. This is actually the one I caught the Mad Eye Buffalo on. Which, that was a fight. I have the video, or live video on my channel. Man, it took like, I want to say like 15, almost 20 minutes to catch that Mad Eye Buffalo. That thing was a fight. But I'll stream some Fishingplanet for a little bit, then probably gonna head to bed. Maybe stream some more tomorrow unless I go DoorDash. DoorDash was busy today, man. I made almost 30 bucks today. Within like a couple hours. My girlfriend, on the other hand, dude, she went out yesterday and made $108 on DoorDash. $108. Sorry guys, I gotta adjust my mic level. Everybody's getting ready to go to bed, so I gotta turn my mic up. Oh, we got one. Sorry if it's echoing in the background. I have chat going so I can check the mic level. Pumpkin seed. Looks like a bluegill. Yeah, let's try. Let's get a little closer to the middle of the lake. Hold on, it glitched out. Alright, that wasn't a bad cast. If you guys are new to the stream, if you wouldn't mind, please drop a like and share the video. I'll stream till about another 20 minutes, so about midnight. I would stay up and stream, but you know, nothing beats bedtime snuggles. Alright guys, see if we can get another one. If we don't get another one on red worms, we're gonna go to go back to the spinner. Actually, I'm gonna check my depth real quick. Yeah, looks about 40 inches. Yeah, 40 inches. Let's drop that to 24. Might have to switch to a spinner later in the evening. Actually, no, it's morning. 5:36 in the morning in the game time, so... see if we get one, then we'll check the map. If we don't get much fish on this map, I'm actually going to switch to Lone Star and go for bass. Actually, let's just do that. I want to catch some bass. Let's see if I can remember how to fast travel. Fast travel. Then we're gonna switch back to the lure setup. So this is what I normally run. I use casting spoon number 2, gold. Then I use the spinner 1/8 ounce, number 1. And it's like the kind of rainbow color. Or the mini bass jig, watermelon, or the white weighted 1/3 ounce number 1 mini jet or bass jig. But my go-to is always the gold spinner. Bass, they love this small spinner. So we'll cast it right over that way. Which, running the spoon, I normally catch fish like crazy. And just leave the speed up on number 1. Let it drop. This lake's a little bit different, but we got one. And it should be a bass, hopefully. Alright, tighten the tension up a little. Oh, still fighting. Okay, tighten the tension up a little bit more. Alright, he's putting up a fight. Tension up some more. Tension up some more. Tension up a lot more. Jeez, this one's fighting like nothing. Well, like no other. There's gotta be a good sized bass. Alright, tension down a little bit. Save the line much as possible. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get him jump for the video. Make it a little more interesting. Watching the fish jump in the game, that makes it a lot funner. See, look at that. He's about to jump again. There he goes. Man, what did we get? That didn't look like a bass. Buffalo? Freshwater drum. That looks like a buffalo. Go ahead and keep that one. Alright, we'll cast out right in front of the weeds. Right in front of them. Drop down nice and slow. Ease it in. Let it hit bottom now. Just keep jerking it a little. Probably get another one here in a second. Give it a couple jigs. Alright, let it sit. Jig it a couple times, reel in, let it sit. Jig it a couple times. Oh, we missed one. Must have been a nice one. Oh, got one. Oh, he's pulling. Got a bass. There we go. Got a largemouth bass for you guys. Okay, right back over to the weeds. I'm actually gonna go right there. It's like right out of the weeds, right on the edge of them. Should be some monster bass hiding in that. It's not far of a drop either, so we're just gonna have to inch it back in. Little by little, do a couple jigs here and there. Just a couple twitches, let it drop back down. And we're going to be getting another one here in any second. Alright, now we're sitting on bottom. Go ahead and jig it in a few times like that. Let it set. Jig. Got one. That easy. I don't feel like playing the whole fighting game with him right now. Another largemouth. There we go. I'm gonna cast right there. Perfect cast. Reel in a little slow. Just stop and go. Tug it here and there. Now we're gonna let it sink to the bottom. And give it a tug here and there just to see what happens. All the way to the bottom, start reeling in. Tug it a few times. That's it. Got another one. There you go. This game's fun, dude. Like, I think I downloaded it a while back. I couldn't really get into it, but after I figured out the whole rod setup, bait, and everything else, it's addicting. I would be playing this more in Fishing North Atlantic, but I've been trying to get into Apex. And always try to follow your line, because you don't want your pole like that. Just in case of the fish pops off. I always try to follow the line, keep the rod tip up. I mean, you could do that and fight them. Make it less of a fight if you do this a little bit. Like, let it go out, pull up, reel in, pull up. There's another largemouth. Almost 12 inches. You can keep up to 33 pounds of largemouth. Okay, so I want to try and get right back in that corner. I hate that side cast. Looked like I had a good lineup and everything, and had to go and mess it up. That perfect cast right in that corner spot. Largemouth bass. Can't even speak straight. Sorry, I'm tired. Largemouth bass. Damn it, lard. I'm too focused on the stream and gaming at the same time. It's a little confusing. Okay, aim. Cast. Got a perfect cast right into the hole. Oh, the tackle hit the ground? Why is it lit up blue then? Like, look at that. It's lit up blue, but the tackle hits the ground. Okay, we'll try it right there. There we go. Alright, let it sink, reel in a little bit. If you're looking for largemouth, definitely Lone Star. Lone Star, peak of the day when it's nice and hot out. You're gonna slay them with the gold spoon. I'll show you after this too how I got a Lone Star and fish for bass. Bass love the gold spoon. Wish they did in real life. If they did in real life, I'd use a gold spoon. I jigged it a couple times, let it sit. Jig off the bottom. Reel in, jig a few times. That's it, reel in. Just keep repeating that. Gold spoon with bass, you'll get them. They love it, dude. Like, try to stay bottom or somewhat right in the middle. In between bottom and middle, that's where the sweet spot is for bass. Let it sink to the bottom. Reel in a little bit, give it a tug. See if we get one. No. Don't look like we're gonna get one. Okay. I'm gonna cast up stream right over that way. Now we're gonna get one. Nothing to it. We're gonna get one for the stream. It's gonna be like a 12-inch bass. Ready? It's gonna be a big one. Jig it in a little bit. Sometimes you don't want it to like full on touch the bottom. So once it gets close to the bottom, just start reeling in, jig it a little bit, let it sit, jig it a little bit. Just try to keep it off the bottom, but jig much as possible. Like letting it sink, jig, let it sink, jig it. Let it sink, jig it. Now solid reeling. There you go. Told you that's gonna be a big one. 12 inches. That's my predicament. My predictions is it's over 12 inches. I'm gonna say about 12.1. Weighs about 1.5 pounds. (11.1 inches) and weighs 0.769 pounds. Not bad. I mean, that's still $42, so definitely keeping it. Try to cast over in the weeds. Nice cast. Oh, I got snagged. Alright, there we go. Unsnagged, let it sink to the bottom. And I found out with the game, the sweet spot with the tension is, depending on the reel setup and stuff you're using, of course, the pole strength and the reel strength, then the line. Try to keep your tension in the middle. See, if I go like this, and I'll try and get a fish and show you. It's gonna be too loose. He's gonna drag me out much as possible. Leave it middle. He's gonna pull you out as soon as he starts getting a little bit tired. You're still gonna pull him in. I'll show you when I get another one. Oh, missed one. Just jig it off the bottom. Alright, low tension. See what happens? Pulls out like crazy. Half tension. He's still pulling, but he gets tired. You start pulling him, he pulls you. You pull him, he pulls you. At least if you start halfway, you take your tension all the way up. Watch it to get in the red. It gets in the red, you drop your tension back down about half. You just keep that fight going. Like, you guys go to my channel, watch the fight with me and the Mad Eye Buffalo in this Lone Star map. Oh, good God. It took me like 20 minutes to catch that fish. I thought people were kidding about it in the videos, but no, they weren't. That Mad Eye Buffalo fish, he's a monster, and I still haven't caught the legendary monster. Alright, get in here. This one's going to be 12.1 inches. Then 1.4 pounds. Might be bigger. That's a big boy. Dang. That's a big one. I don't know. I said 12.1 inches. 17.8 inches and 1.382 pounds. That's a big bottom feeder right there. Alright, let's go middle of the lake, cast upstream. After this I get one, I'm going to go back to Lone Star and show you guys fishing for bass on there. Fishing for bass on Lone Star is so easy. As long as you're using the gold spoon, they go crazy. As long as you have the license to fish it, that's where you get the money from Lone Star, I think. Smallmouth, buffalo, and bass. Unless you can get to the point where you catch the monster Mad Eye Buffalo, then, dude, you're set. Catch the Mad Eye Buffalo many times as possible. Alright, let's sink, jig it a few times. Sink, jig it. Jig it. Jig it a few more times. Come on. After this, I'm gonna go to Lone Star. I mean, Lone Star for me, catching bass, is nothing. All I ever use for bass on Lone Star is the gold spoon, the one I'm running right now. The 6-ounce weight gold spoon. Alright, we'll see if we can get one more on this map, and if not, we'll go to Lone Star. cast it right about there. Let it sink to the bottom all the way. Sometimes I let it sink to the bottom, and other times I'll let it sit about halfway. Crank the tension up to 2, or the reel-in speed to 2. Take my tension about halfway down. That way, if they do hit and it's a big one, I have enough room to, let tension down or crank it up. Just sit here and jig it off the bottom for bass. I mean, sometimes you can jig it like this, but you don't really have to. I mean, you can mainly do it just the stop and go, or you can do the straight tweaking or whatever they call it, twitching. Twitching works, straight and steady works. Stop and go also works for bass. Alright, I'm gonna go to Lone Star and show you guys. Looks like everybody is catching crappie. Lone Star, I prefer fishing there for bass. I don't know what it is. Lone Star is just better for smallmouth. You get the bass, and you get the smallmouth buffalo. Or depending on what you're using for bait, you get the bottom feeders. Alright, go to Lone Star. I'll show you like where I fish for bass on Lone Star. Yeah, I'm gonna stream this for a little bit longer. I at least want to have like an hour stream. I don't want to cut it super short. But it is also about bedtime. But alright, this is where I fish for bass. I always go to that side of the pond. Then what I do is I'll show you what I'm using. So this is what I was using when I caught the monster. Minus I was running dough balls. So this is what I use on this map for bass. It's just the elemental 6.7. Durability is 27,701 out of 30,008. Length is 6.6. Lure weight is 1.6 to 1/3 ounce. Then the power is ultralight. Line weight is 3 to 7 pounds. Action is fast. It's a 2-piece rod, 8 guides. Then you got the Callisto XSR 1000 rail. Durability is 26,186 out of 38,800. Ratio is 5 to 581. Recovery is 27.5. And then I'm running, I think I'm running 7-pound mono. Max drag is 3.2 pounds. Ball bearings is 2 to 1. Weight's 8 ounces. Drag's rear friction section count is 12. But this is my setup. I'm running the 6.6. It says the elemental 6.7, but the length is actually a 6.6. But run the 6.6 with about 7-pound mono. Then just run the golden spoon. The crucial thing with basso when you're running this setup like this is time. You want it to be like right in the peak. Right in the peak of the day. Especially for bass. And then you come right to where these guys are standing. Like everybody stands there, but what I like to do is I'll come right to the corner of this bush. See where the bush meets up with the path? Like, pointed to the cabin right there. Corner of the cabin. Look out and try to cast over that way. Watch this. Bass. Probably a pretty good sized bass too. Alright. Right on the bottom. Just start reeling in, jigging. See, that's that legendary right there. Oh, I missed one. Oh my God. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna try and go for a Mad-Eye Buffalo. Like I was saying, this is my bass loadout. And this is what I'm running for my Mad-Eye Buffalo. The OmniFloat 11.5, durability 16,009 out of 18,000. Length is 11.5. Line weight is 36.5. Actions moderate, pieces 3 piece, guides 13 guides. Then the reel, I'm running the Aspira Slim 1000, durability 33.99 or 33,994 out of 46,200. Ratio is 5:4 to 1. Recovery is 31.5. Mono is 2 to 100. Braid is 4 to 100. Max drag 5 pound. Ball bearings 12 to 1. Weight is 6.5 ounces. Drags in the front and friction section count is 8. This is the loadout I was using when I caught my Mad-Eye Buffalo. So, obviously, for the Mad-Eye Buffalo, I'm running, as you can tell, the pole bobber, the invisible line, then my reel, which is the OmniFloat, not the OmniFloat, but the Inspire Slim 1000. You got the invisible line, then you got the oval bobber. It's the oval bobber. Durability is 4,669 out of 5,000, which I believe this setup actually needs fixed. Size is 5.5 to 4.5. Then I'm running no leader, hook size number 1 with dough balls. And this is also a really good setup for smallmouth buffalo. So, and the reason I like this loadout is because you can cast it way out there. I mean, I could be casting from this side, and look at that. Open the bail. Like, look at that. Casting from here, I'm hitting center of the lake. I can go to the other side, and I'm hitting center of the lake. But where I actually caught my Mad-Eye Buffalo is where that guy's standing, the dam road. I actually found that in a YouTube video, so I'll show you guys. Get the map out. So this is where the guy's fishing right now, the dam road. This is actually where I caught my first Mad-Eye. Looked it up on YouTube, basically right where this. using the wrong setup, so if he gets the Mad-Eye Buffalo, he might be a little screwed. But I was fishing right here, cast it out about right there, where the blue marker is. And that's where I hooked my Mad-Eye Buffalo. And by the time I actually reeled that sucker in, I was standing like right about here. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it a cast out there. And leader depth, I caught mine at 40 inches, I believe. But you can always experiment with that and change the depths and stuff as you want. Right now, this is just a practice cast to see what kind of fish I get. I don't think it's going to be the legendary, and if it is, I'm pretty much screwed, because my line strength is only 2%. But I could at least pull a fish in. Yep, we got one. Probably a smallmouth buffalo. Oh, my line looks like it's about to snap. See, my drag's all the way up. He's still fighting, so it's a good sized buffalo. This is just the loadout I used for smallmouth buffalo, and he got off. That sucker got off right there. Alright guys, well, that's my helpful tips for Fishingplanet. So if you want to fish for the Mad-Eye Buffalo and you don't really have a whole lot of money in the game, this is by far the loadout I recommend. The OmniFloat 11.5 with the Aspira Slim 1000. Then you run the Invisible Line #1 hook with dough balls and an oval bobber. I caught my buffalo with it. Then if you want a good bass loadout, this is obviously the one I use for bass. That's the Elemental 6.7 with the Calistro XSR 1000 reel, running 7-pound mono with the gold spinner. So if you want to catch some bass on Lone Star, this is the way to go. Then if you want the Mad-Eye Buffalo, this is the one you're looking for. Use this for Mad-Eye Buffalo, and like your first mission, I recommend fishing like right here. If you get this loadout and you cast out about that far, cast out right there. Really good spot for Mad-Eye Buffalo. Or where this guy's fishing, come fish right here, cast out about that far. Or you come up the path a little bit further, and I'll show you on the map, that way you guys actually know where you're going. It was a little confusing for me to figure out, because it's like right here, I believe. No, down a little bit more. So, right about here. You come right where I'm at, and this is one of the deepest holes in the map. So you got these deep spots from right here to this hole, then right here. It's fairly deep. But if you're going for the Mad-Eye Buffalo, I definitely recommend fishing from the dam road where this guy is. Stand on this corner and cast out this way. I caught mine like right here, pretty much. It's like right in this area. Or if you can cast out enough, you can also spawn into... Okay. Okay, you got the dam road, then you come to Home Sweet Home. Come to Home Sweet Home. Follow the trail up to like right here, this little peak. And try to cast out either to where my marker is, or out in the hole. And that's where the Mad-Eye Buffalo hides. But if you're looking for smallmouth buffalo, you want to fish right here, in this hole. It's a good spot. You can also cast it from the dam road. Cast right in this hole. Or if you're going for bass, spawn in at Home Sweet Home, and then kind of cast like... if you're standing facing that way, so say like 12 o'clock's here, cast like 9, 10 o'clock, I'd say. Let it sink bottom. Run the gold spinner like I do. And I'll show you this one right here. So this is a really good spot for smallmouth buffalo. You don't have to really cast out that far, just like right about there. Do about a 40-inch leader or run some dough balls. And we already got a nibble. This is going to be my last one, guys. I'm going to reel this fish in and jump off for the night. This should be a smallmouth buffalo. Let's see. Almost 18-inch and almost 3.2 pounds. Just show you guys. This is the spot for smallmouth buffalo. Cast right back into the hole. Let it sit for a second. Like right now I'm using dough balls. Before I think I was using the Sonoma balls or whatever they are. Dough balls work just the same. And there we go. Another bite. I'm gonna catch one more fish and I'm gonna call it good for tonight. I'll probably stream tomorrow, but I don't know. If DoorDash is busy, I'm gonna go DoorDash, make some money. If it's not, I'm just gonna stream. I'm probably gonna play some Apex or maybe Descenders. Descenders lately, I've been getting some pretty good views. Alright, reel in a little bit. There we go, got a nibble. About to get one. There we go. Should be another Mad-Eye Buffalo, I believe. Oh, golden shiner. Alright guys, well, thank you for joining the stream, I appreciate it. Thank you for the love and support. Peace.